Hi, if you're coming across this face for the first time, my name is Jumai Idris and you are welcome to my channel. On this channel, we'll talk about immigration, funding, scholarship, and a lot of opportunities. Do well to go through my channel page and also kindly subscribe. Subscription is free. And like the channel. Make sure you share the content. Sharing, I always say it, there is love in sharing. Engage me in the comment section if you have questions, suggestions, and anything to chip in. Make sure you drop it in the comment section. I'll be there waiting for you all. So let's go right into the video. Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. The Canadian government just released the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program, which is another form of migrating to Canada. This route is quite easy and it helps to be able to get a job even before you leave. I always say it is really good when you have something to fall back on when you get to a new country. Settling down, it's not easy, quite alright, but getting something doing and earning an income makes the whole process and settlement easy. What is the Rural Community Immigration Pilot all about? The Rural Community Immigration Pilot offers permanent residence to skilled workers who want to work and settle in rural and more remote communities. We choose 14 communities who showed they can support and benefit from skilled migrants. They will approve certain employers to hire for jobs that they can't fill with local workers. So basically, there are 14 communities in which the Canadian government has chosen who are ready to support skilled workers because they can find local workers for these positions. And what better way to get to a country, as I said earlier on, than having a job offer already. So now we are going to look towards what exactly we need to do. Firstly, we are going to talk about who can apply, getting a job, then you apply for permanent residence. After you apply, settling in Canada, and optional work permit. So who can apply for this Rural Community Immigration Pilot? Before we know about those who can apply, the language assessment, those who have language assessment, educational assessment, you must know about the settlement fund. So under the language assessment, get your language assessed. You need to have a certain level of English or French to apply for permanent residence. This level depends on the type of job offer you have. To prove your language skills, you must schedule your test with an approved agency, then pay for the test score cost. So we have so many English language for this Canadian route. You can take the CELPIP, the Canadian English Language Proficiency Index program. If you want to know more about this, you can just click on it and read more about the program. So it is not only IELTS, we have the IELTS of course, and we have the PTE, the person test of English. You need to take the PTE core test. So click on it and know about. Then for the French, we have the TEF Canada and TCF Canada. So the minimum score needed, these are the minimum score needed, and this is a way to find your language level based on your test result. So remember, the level that is needed depending on the job offer you got, the IELTS, PTE core and likes. So then you have it. What to include in your application: if you meet the minimum score in all 4 abilities, include a copy of the test result with your application. So this result must be less than 2 years old when you apply. So for instance, when you've gotten a job offer, you need to you need to do your language assessment. So the job offer will be there for you while you do all this. So the next is to get an educational assessment. An educational credential assessment is used to prove that your foreign degree, diploma, or certificate is valid. So these are the organizations that can assess your credentials, so you will not get scammed by anyone. Just click on this link to know which one is good for your regulated jobs. So regulated jobs that need a special assessment. So there are some jobs in Canada, some professional jobs that need special assessment, we have the architect, doctors, and pharmacists. So these three are in the category of those that need a special assessment. So it is your responsibility to determine if your job is regulated in Canada. If you want to work in one of these jobs and have credentials from another country, you need the assessment before you can work. Do you understand? So the ECA, which is the educational credential assessment, is just like doing your general educational credential assessment. But for this related body, what they do is kind of do your in-depth professional assessment. So the next thing for who can apply for this is when you have a settlement fund. To apply for permanent residence through this pilot, you need to prove you can support yourself and your family after you get to Canada. Your proof can be one or more of the following: bank account statements, bank draft, checks, money order. You need to make sure your money is available when you apply. When we issue your permanent residence visa, if we approve your application, how much money you need, you understand. So first, you need to calculate your family size. You must include yourself, your spouse, your dependent, and include your spouse or common law. So these are the funds you need to have depending on the number of family members. So you go through them and calculate. Then the next thing to do when you have all this is to get a job offer. Before you apply for permanent residence through this rural pilot program, you need a job offer. So each community has designated certain employers to make job offers. Check their website to see the list of designated employers. So these communities, they have their own websites. So when you go click on their website, you'll be able to see the list of designated employers. So for instance, choose a rural community. But these are the rural communities. Remember, they said they have, I think, 14 rural communities that they've chosen. We have Pictou County, North Bay, Ontario, Sunbury, Ontario, Timmins, Ontario, South St. Mary, Ontario, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Stembach, MB should be Manitoba, if I'm right, Altona, Rhineland, Manitoba, Brandon, Moose, Saskatchewan, Clarisol, Alberta, West Courtenay, British Columbia, North Okanagan, British Columbia, and Peace Liard, British Columbia. So you pick one and continue. So you get the community recommendation. Once you have been given the job offer from this designated employer, they will send you your community recommendation application directly to the community to review. So communities will check to make sure your job is in a priority sector or occupation and the offer is real. You meet all the requirements for the pilot. If they decide to recommend you, you can apply for permanent residence. So the community recommendation is like, for instance, certificate of sponsorship. They are sponsoring. They are saying, okay, yes, we want this person, we need this person. So after you've gotten this, then you go ahead and apply for your permanent residence. So after you receive a community recommendation, you can then apply online for permanent residence. So it's just like a soft copy work. You don't need to send any document anywhere except you're asked to. You can create your account here and you get your forms and documents ready. You must use the document checklist to make sure you include all the forms and documents you need. Make sure you fill out each form completely, answer all questions truthfully, sign all forms. So you can get your form document translated if they are not in English or French. Forms you will fill out in the portal. So these are the forms that you need to fill out, and for you and your dependents, that's your family or your kids, those coming with you. Generic application form for Canada. So as you can see, these are all the forms you need to fill, and make sure you are truthful when filling it. PDF forms you will upload, PDF forms you will sign and upload if they apply to you. Other documents you will upload. So These are the other documents: proof of language proficiency, proof of education, proof of settlement fund, proof of relevant work experience. So as I said earlier on, if you've not watched, you can go back and watch. These are the things you need to have before you can proceed for this rural community pilot program. Your passport and travel document, your identity and civil status document, your police certificate, your photo, your fee payment receipt. Get help with your application. If you want us to release information from your application to someone else, if you're having technical issues, for the application fee is the fee of $1,525 Canadian dollar. You have to pay the fee online. So you see, it's easy. Everything is done online, and include your receipt with your application. So you pay first, then you put the receipt together with the application. You've gotten the job offer. The first thing first, I feel, is the great hurdle here is getting the job offer. Once you get the job offer, you have your credential, you have your English proficiency exam. Trust me, even if you don't have them before, once you have that job offer and you've been given the community assessment this certificate of sponsorship sort of, you've been guaranteed, you can come into the country, we want you, we need you. Trust me, that motivation will be there for you to do your education assessment and also do your English proficiency assessment. So you will need to pay processing fees for you and anyone you include in your application, right of permanent residence fee, so biometric fee, and other fees such as medical exam, police certificates, language test, educational credential assessment. So you submit once you're done with that, you submit your completed application. Before you submit your application, make sure you answer all questions, sign and upload all your forms, upload all your supporting documents. If your application is incorrect, we will reject it. You will have to fix any errors and then we submit. There is actually a grace for that, but I feel before you submit any of this bulky document, try to get someone to go through it for you. Not necessarily an agent, it could be a friend, it could be someone that you know about it. Then after you apply, keep your information up to date, get your fingerprints and photo taken, book your medical exam, check your application status, processing your application. So you keep your information up to date. Make sure you use the web. You should have a portal. Once you create an application, you'll be able to update it in case anything happens, such as you get married or you've given birth to a baby. You can include the information there. Get your fingerprints and photo taken, and you book your check your application status, and there you go. Once you have been invited, you'll be able to, once your application has been approved, once we've approved the application, you start the process of settling permanently in Canada. I feel this is a very good process because you will not be going there to look for a job, if you know what I mean. I don't know, but I feel everyone that have the opportunity of getting a job before going to any country has this smooth transition. Not necessarily smooth, but it is something of, something that will make your settling down easy, if you know what I mean, especially for the main applicant. Yes, for the main applicant, it will make the transition quite easy for you. So there you go. Where are you? Are you outside Canada or inside Canada? Then you have your work permit. If you apply for permanent residence, you may also be eligible for a 2-year work permit. So the work permit lets you work while your permanent resident application is being processed. This work permit is only for rural community immigration pilots. It is valid for 2 years, and it only lets you work for the employer who offered you the job. So to qualify for a work permit, you must have an eligible offer of employment from your designated employer, have a recommendation from participating community, that is like a COS, be eligible to apply for a work permit. So there you have it. You have work permit for yourself and your spouse, and then this is the process of how to apply for a work permit. Select where you're applying from to see your instruction. I'm applying from outside Canada, So applying from outside Canada, make sure you have what you need. To apply online, you will need a scanner or camera, a valid credit card, debit card you're going to pay, of course. Create your online account, pay your fees, submit your application, then check your status. Check your country specific application requirements. Let's say you're applying for Nigeria, from Nigeria. So there you have it. Visa requirement for applicants in Nigeria. If your country has additional visa office requirements, you need to follow the instructions and documents. Prepare your answers to get your online checklist. Select apply to come to Canada. Select visitor visa, study or work permit. So it's just like the process. They explain everything here on what you need to do, and it's country specific. You click on your country and everything will come out for you, and that is it. Then you see it is literally like in 6 steps. Who can apply? Getting a job, apply for permanent resident. After you apply, settling in Canada, then work permit. So it's just as straightforward as it is. As I said, the main big hurdle here could be, okay, how do I get the job? Guys, I want you to stay tuned because I'll be doing a video next on websites where you can get sponsored job, where you can get jobs that the employers will be able to give you job to come to this community. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you have gotten something on this video, and if you have done that, if you have, kindly subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment in the comment section, recommendation or question or suggestion. And I wish you all the best. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Hi lovelies, now that you've gotten to the end of this video, do not forget to subscribe, like, share and comment below. It is totally free. Thank you guys so much. Bye.